Police blotters and call logs are public record. Anybody can see them, and rightly so, because taxpayers pay for that work product. And now some eagle-eyed followers of the Idaho quadruple murder case have picked up on one particular item from the police on the night that the 4 college kids were murdered. In fact, the incident in question happened at almost exactly the same time as the killings. I'm going to read to you what the police blotter actually says. Quote, there was an alcohol offense reported at 3:01 a.m. on November 13th, and that's the last night the kids were alive. The location, a field on Taylor Avenue. You can see it there. Band. It's called Band Field. So that is not far from the Sigma Chi frat house, where 2 of the victims, Xana Kernodle and Ethan Chapin, spent a lot of their evening earlier on that night. The police timeline puts them at the Sigma Chi party from 8 to 9 p.m. But then there's a big 4-hour and 45-minute black hole where nobody knows, or nobody's saying anyway, where Ethan and Xana were between 9 p.m. until they got home at 1:45 a.m. So our Brian Enton joins me live again, and we're also joined by Gemma Gaudette, who's the host of Idaho Matters on Boise State Public Radio. Thank you to both. Okay, Brian, I'm going to begin with you. The big question is, what do we know about that very strange police call at 3:01 a.m.?
Well, we don't know much more than what you just said, Ashley. It was in the police blotter. 3:01 had something to do with alcohol. Police did take down a report, although we haven't been able to get that report at this point. This is the field behind me where the call was made, the big white field right there. That's the frat house you just talked about. You can see with the Christmas lights, and it's all very, very close to the house where the murders happened.
I don't know if you're able to, but if you and your photographer Mo could sort of walk me that way, because as I understand it, you might actually be able to walk me at least part or all of the way from where you are to the home where the victims lived.
Yeah, we can walk you there. Again, frat house, field. This is like an apartment complex parking lot that we're in, and we'll walk you back, Ashley. And I've been telling you the last couple of days, there's it's a dense area. You know, when you just look at the shot of the house, you don't realize that all of these houses and apartment buildings are around. This is like a little walkway that the students use to get down to the frat houses. And we'll just walk up here. Be careful, Mo, because it's a little slippery. It's been snowing nonstop pretty much all day. Just looks like it let up a little bit. So we go up these steps here, and then this is a little road right here, Ashley. And you see here is the house. This is the house where the murders happened. So it's a short walk.
I had no idea. Wow. I mean, short walk, that's like 55 seconds. I mean, they could have gotten home so quickly from that frat house. I had no idea it was that close, Brian. That's remarkable.
Very close. Yeah,
okay,
very,
well, Gemma,
very close.
now that we...
And also, again, all the places they walked by. No, I was just saying, all the places, the apartments, the houses that they would have walked by. I mean, again, it's a dense area. There's a lot of people who live in this area.
Yeah, and all the witnesses who might have seen something or had a camera out or would have just thought yet another group of students walking by. So, Gemma, you just saw what Brian showed us and how close that was to the frat house. Talk to me a little bit about that frat party that night, because my thinking is that Ethan is a frat brother at the Sigma Chi. They all had to have known, you know, if he'd gone at 9 o'clock at night and they didn't see him again, right?
Well, what we know at this point, Ashley, about that fraternity party is that Ethan and Xana went together, as you mentioned, and then our understanding is that Hunter, Ethan's triplet brother, it was also a part of that fraternity house, and Hunter took Maisie, their sister, as his +1. But even Idaho State Police, the communications director for Idaho State Police, has said there are gaps in that timeline that night at Sigma Chi, and they want students to help them fill in those gaps. So they're still wondering, we're still wondering, you know, what happened within that time frame.
It's fascinating to read that, you know, Maisie and Hunter, the 2 triplets with Ethan, were at that party as well and spent the whole evening together with Ethan and Xana until those 2 left the party, which you would think they would know the time they left the party, and yet we're not being told that.
You know, I never even thought about that. Could it be a Greek wall of silence that is hindering this case? Let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe, comment below. And until next video, remain safe and may God bless us all.